Robin Williams with depression is a story that touches the deepest corners of the human heart. It is the story of a man who made the entire world laugh, yet silently battled the darkness that few could imagine. Behind the smiles, the voices, and the endless laughter there lived a gentle soul who struggled to find peace inside his own mind. Robin Williams was not just a comedian, he was a storyteller, a dreamer, and a man who felt everything too. Deeply, his life reminds us that sometimes the brightest lights hide the darkest shadows. Robin was born in Chicago in 1951 to a comfortable family. His father was a senior executive, and his mother was full of life and humor. Even as a child, Robin found joy in making people laugh. He would imitate voices, create characters, and entertain his classmates. But despite his cheerful nature, he was lonely. He spent most of his childhood talking to imaginary friends and creating his own world of laughter. He later said that comedy was his shield. It was how he hid his sadness and fear of being unloved. As he grew up, Robin discovered the magic of performance. He joined the Juilliard School in New York, where his extraordinary talent was noticed immediately. He could switch voices, emotions, and characters in seconds. He was like lightning, unpredictable and full of life. Yet behind his brilliance, there was always a strange sadness. He often used humor to escape his own thoughts. The more people laughed, the more he felt a temporary relief from his loneliness. His career took off in the late 1970s when he played the alien Mork in the television show Mork and Mindy. Audiences adored him. His energy was wild, his timing perfect. He brought something new to comedy, a mixture of chaos and innocence. Soon Hollywood called, and Robin Williams became a star. Movies like Good Morning Vietnam, Dead Poets Society, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Aladdin made him a legend. His characters were funny, warm, and full of heart, but in many of those roles, he was expressing his own soul, especially in moments when laughter turned into tears. Behind the fame, Robin was fighting a constant battle with depression and addiction, the pressure to always be funny, the endless expectations, the loneliness after the crowd went home. All of it weighed heavily on him. He turned to drugs and alcohol to silence the noise in his mind for a time. The laughter became his mask, a way to hide from the pain that never left him. He often said that the saddest people try the hardest to make others happy because they know what it feels like to feel worthless. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Robin had periods of recovery and relapse. He became close friends with other comedians who also struggled with addiction and loss. He supported many of them quietly, often calling people late at night just to check if they were okay. He knew the pain of silence, and he never wanted anyone else to feel it. Yet he often forgot to take care of himself. His generosity was endless, but it also drained him. He carried everyone's pain, but had no one to carry his. When he became a father, Robin's life changed. He loved his children deeply, and they became his reason to live. He often said that being a father was his greatest joy. He tried to keep his humor alive for them, even when he was falling apart inside. But depression is a cruel illness. It hides behind smiles and grows in silence. Even when Robin appeared joyful, his mind was still fighting storms no one could see. In the 2000s, Robin tried to rebuild his life. He quit drinking again, focused on his work, and continued to make people laugh. He played deeper roles that reflected his wisdom and sadness and good, while hunting. His performance as a kind therapist moved millions of hearts. He won an Oscar for it. And during his speech, he thanked everyone who believed in the power of laughter. But even then, he admitted that sometimes he felt empty after the applause stopped. As he grew older, his health began to decline. He started forgetting lines during filming and felt confused. He thought it was depression returning stronger than before. In truth, he was suffering from a rare brain disease called Lewy body dementia, a condition that affects memory, thinking, and mood. It causes severe anxiety, hallucinations, and sadness. But at that time, neither he nor the doctors knew the full truth. Robin believed he was losing his mind, and it terrified him. He once said that the scariest thing in the world is not knowing what is wrong with you. He continued to fight, bravely working on films and trying to stay positive, yet the disease kept taking away his clarity and his joy. He hid his pain from the public, still trying to make everyone smile. On August 11th, 2014, the world woke up to heartbreaking news. Robin Williams was gone. The world that he had made laugh for decades fell in his silence. His death was a shock, but also open a conversation about mental health depression and the hidden pain behind laughter. After his passing, doctors revealed that Robin had one of the worst cases of Lewy body dementia ever recorded. His wife later said that it was not depression alone that took him, it was the disease that destroyed his brain and stole his ability to live with clarity. Yet depression had been a lifelong companion, and together they had shaped his life in painful ways. In the years that followed, people began to see Robin Williams not only as a comedian, but as a symbol of compassion. He had spent his life bringing comfort to others, visiting sick children, cheering up soldiers, performing for people in need. He gave love even when he could not find it for himself. His friends and fans remember him as someone who made the world brighter, even while fighting darkness inside. Robin's story is not just about pain. It is also about kindness, about the power of laughter and the importance of empathy. He showed that humor is not just a performance, it is a form of healing. He taught the world that even if someone is smiling, we should still listen when they are silent. His life became a message that it is okay to struggle, and that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Robin Williams lived a life that inspired millions. His words still echo through his films, through his characters, through the laughter he left behind. In the end, his story reminds us that behind every smile there might be a story we cannot see, and that kindness is the best gift we can give anyone. For Robin, laughter was his way of saying, I understand you, I care for you, and you are not alone. His legacy lives on in every person who learned from him that it is possible to be both broken and beautiful at the same time.